Hey everyone, I'm here at a Masonry Townhouse Renovation in Brooklyn, New York. Here with Pat Spittler from R. Sutton, the builder, and he's going to talk us through some of the Smartrock details and the transitions that they used in this project.
On this project, we used 4-inch Smartrock panels on 3 elevations: the front elevation, the west elevation, and the rear elevation. Since this is a corner house, that's all exposed and exterior walls. On the east elevation, we used the VISCONN as our primary air barrier. We're tying the face of the Smartrock panel, the Intello face, into our VISCONN with the TESCON tape. We're returning from the face of the panel, taping all the way back to our windows to keep that barrier, the air barrier, consistent. And if you look up top, we have a continuous ledger at each floor. That was a structural detail. And we treated the face of our ledger with VISCONN. We're using a tape connection to bring our Intello airtight with our VISCONN, which returns back, the VISCONN returns up onto the bottom of the subfloor, and that's our elevator. This east elevation is a shared party wall, so the space on the other side is conditioned, so no need for insulation. Of course, we still do have the need for an air barrier. We use VISCONN to achieve that. The first step was knocking off any loose plaster. Then we skim slurry coated the whole elevation, and then we coated with VISCONN. We're going to tie this VISCONN back into our Smartrock panels wherever transitions occur. This corner in particular has a lot going on. The transitions from our window air barrier all the way back to the face of the Smartrock panels, and then that transitions to the corner where we make the connection from the Smartrock panel to the VISCONN. This is a taped connection all the way. And then if I step back a bit, you can see all of our service cavity framing going in. You can see our electric risers, our vent lines, our drain lines, and then the Durock, the start of the Durock for this floor, which is going to receive tile, and all of our interior finishes. So this whole operation of insulation and air barrier is living behind what will eventually be a tiled bathroom. So now we're down in the cellar. The way we handled the air barrier at this level, we did Stego wrap as a vapor barrier, air barrier. The Stego wrap, which runs continuous below our bench footing, below our slab on grade. This is where we put the turn bar, we caulk it, and then we VISCONN it up. So our air barrier goes continuously VISCONN to Stego, all the way through the bench, underneath the slab up to the other side. And the air barrier remains continuous, not just on 4 sides and the roof, but also below our structure. The mechanical systems, including air handlers, ductwork, plumbing, etc., is all inboard of our insulation and air barrier system, our Smartrock system. So you can see that the only penetrations are where we planned them out and we properly treated with the caulk. Everything else lives inboard on top of our bench footing. This is an example of how we treated our new steel and our existing but repositioned wood joists into the masonry wall. We would make the masonry pocket, we'd VISCONN the back of the pocket for belt and suspenders, we'd set the steel, shim it up, dry pack it up, and then we'd VISCONN this whole detail, coming back about 8 inches, 6 inches, so that our air barrier comes off the party wall into the space. This is our first pass, and all of this will get another coat of VISCONN, and then as much more detailing as we need to hit our blower door numbers.